Good morning and welcome to the Lakeside Viking News. I'm Noah and it's Tuesday, February 23rd. Let's get right into your brief LHS announcements. In honor of Black History Month, during the month of February, the Viking News team will be highlighting notable Black Americans who made meaningful contributions to the culture and history of this country. Today, Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou, born Marguerite Annie Johnson, was an American poet, memoirist, and civil rights activist. She published 7 autobiographies, 3 books of essays, several books of poetry, and is credited with a list of plays, movies, and television shows spanning over 50 years. She received dozens of awards and more than 50 honorary degrees. Angelou is best known for a series of 7 autobiographies, which focus on her childhood and early adult experiences. The first, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, tells of her life up to the age of 17 and brought her international recognition and acclaim. Angelou became a poet and writer after a string of odd jobs during her young adulthood. In 1982, she was named the first Reynolds Professor of American Studies at Wake Forest University in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. She was active in the civil rights movement and worked with Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X. Beginning in the 1990s, she made approximately 80 appearances a year on the lecture circuit. Some she continued into her 80s. In 1993, Angelou recited her poem On the Pulse of Morning at the first inauguration of Bill Clinton, making her the first poet to make an inaugural recitation since Robert Frost at the inauguration of John F. Kennedy in 1961. With the publication of I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, Angelou publicly discussed aspects of her personal life. She was respected as the spokesperson for Black people and women, and her works have been considered a defense of Black culture. Her works are widely used in schools and universities worldwide, although attempts have been made to ban her books from some U.S. libraries. Angelou's most celebrated works have been labeled as autobiographical fiction, but many critics consider them to be autobiographies. She made a deliberate attempt to challenge the common structure of the autobiography by critiquing, changing, and expanding the genre. Her books center on themes including racism, identity, and family. And now, a moment of silence. And now to Ethan with the news.
Greetings, Lakeside. It is I, Ethan Thompson, here once again to bring you all that is wrong with the world. The House is on track to pass President Joe Biden's $1.9 trillion coronavirus relief package by the end of this week, as Congress sprints to deliver aid to millions of Americans reeling from the pandemic and facing a jobless benefits cliff in mid-March. But House Democrats aren't expecting to get a single GOP vote for their aid package, which they're taking up with the procedural maneuver known as reconciliation, in order to win Senate passage without the threat of a filibuster. The House Budget Committee will meet Monday afternoon to tie up the legislation for floor passage on Friday or on Saturday, with Senate action as soon as the following week. Federal aviation regulators are ordering United Airlines to step up inspections of all Boeing 777s equipped with the type of engine that suffered a catastrophic failure over Denver on Saturday. United said it is temporarily removing those aircraft from service. The announcements came a day after United Airlines Flight 328 had to make an emergency landing at Denver International Airport after its right engine blew apart just after takeoff. Pieces of the casing of the engine rained down on the suburban neighborhoods. The plane, with 231 passengers and 10 crew on board, landed safely. No one on board or on the ground was reported hurt. Federal Aviation Administrator Steve Dickinson said in a statement Saturday that based on an initial review of safety data, inspectors concluded that the inspection interval should be stepped up for the hollow fan blades that are unique to this model of engine, used solely on Boeing 777 airplanes. And now to Miss Coberly with a Tech Tip Tuesday.
Good morning, everyone. This is Miss Coberly here with this week's new Tech Tip Tuesday. Today we are going to discuss how to double check your microphone and web camera settings when joining a live class, and troubleshoot any issues you might have with your web camera or microphone to make sure you don't miss out on any important instruction. Okay, so let's join a class on Microsoft Teams and get started. So I have navigated to Microsoft Teams and am now ready to join my teacher's class. Always make sure your video camera is turned on so that you and your classmates can see each other. And then when you're joining a meeting, it's always best to keep your microphone muted until you have a question. So I'm gonna go ahead, now that I see that my video camera is working and I have muted my microphone, I'm gonna go ahead and join my class. Say for instance, I'm in my live class like I am now, and I want to ask my teacher a question. Your teacher may want you to raise your virtual hand by clicking this icon here, and then wait to be called on. Or they may just prefer that you unmute your microphone by clicking the microphone icon. When there's no line through your microphone icon, that means you're unmuted and your teachers and other students in your class can hear you. Now, what happens if I have unmuted my microphone, as I have here, and my teachers and classmates still can't hear me? Well, I should click on the three dots in the same toolbar, and I'm going to click on Show Device Settings. So now that I've clicked on device settings, this is what a standard DeKalb County Chromebook's device settings are. If you are on your own computer, you may have different options for your microphone or your audio device or your web camera. So again, if you're having issues, double check these device settings to make sure that you have selected the correct one. So now that I've checked my device settings, and if, say for instance, my microphone still isn't working, it's always best to clear out your Chrome browser. And to do that, just as a reminder, you'll click the three dots in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. Then you will click on More Tools, and lastly, Clear Browsing Data. It's recommended to do this about once a week, but especially if you're having continued problems with your microphone or webcam, always best to clear this data and then restart your Chromebook. Now, if I've restarted my Chromebook and my microphone and web camera still aren't working, it's always best just to put in a help ticket for any DeKalb County Chromebook, or if you're on your own device, reach out to your teacher and they can try to help you troubleshoot this problem on Wednesdays. And most importantly, everyone, if you run into any issues with technology, don't give up. Your live classes are super important and you don't want to miss out on any instruction and have to play catch up later. So again, if you have any issues, try these troubleshooting tips, reach out to your teacher, or if you have a DeKalb County Chromebook, submit a help desk ticket. Okay, that's all for today, folks. I hope you guys have a great day and stay healthy.
That's it for today's Lakeside Viking News. Have a terrific Tuesday, and by all means, please, stay safe.